Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to discuss the difference between BICS and KELP. These are the two approaches that are used for second language learning, and this topic falls under language learning and language teaching. So let's just start with the video. So BICS and KELP are basically two acronyms which were given by Jim Cummins in 1984. Cummins is a professor in University of Toronto. BICS stand for Basic Interpersonal Communication Skills, while KELP stand for Cognitive Academic Language Proficiency. Now he said that it is very important to make the difference between to make a distinction between the two, and he said that if we don't make the distinction, we can run into all kinds of problems, as I have quoted here. But why did he make this distinction? What he did, he observed students, and he observed that they were very fluent in, some of the students were very fluent in second language, and even when they were speaking, they were using correct grammar. But when it comes to academics, they weren't performing well. Uh, After this observation, he said that there is a difference between the two skills, means the communication which he is using outside the classroom, or the communication, or the academic proficiency which is used in academic things, is different. So this is the question he caters, that why some learners with good fluency perform low in academics. He also gave one iceberg theory, which is also based on BICS and KELP, which I will be discussing later on. But before this, let's just first see the difference between BICS and KELP. So basic interpersonal communication skills, which is BICS, is a social conversational language, we can say. It is the day-to-day language which we use to communicate with our peers or family. Okay, so for this reason only, it is context embedded. While KELP is the language of the academics or classroom, and it is context reduced. There is no context involved in KELP. Okay. When we now suppose you are talking to your friend, do you need the use of cognition or mind? No. But when you are studying, or when you want to decipher a book, or when you decipher a topic from your school or from your classroom, you need the cognition, you need the use of mind. So BICS is something which is cognitively undemanding, while KELP is something which needs your cognition and which demands your cognition. Now BICS takes a shorter time to learn, you can say, nearly 2 to 5 years, and KELP takes longer time to learn or to acquire. It takes 5 to 7 years. That's why there comes a difference. The students learn, or the learner learns fluently in a language or correct grammar, but he is not able to perform because it KELP make but he is not able to perform in academics because KELP takes longer time to learn. Now talking about some more differences between BICS and KELP. In BICS, listening and speaking skills are employed only, while in KELP, all the four skills are employed, that is LSRW. In BICS, we say that non-verbal cues are present, while in KELP, no such cues are there. There is more face-to-face interaction in BILC, while in KELP, there is less of face-to-face interaction. Okay, now there is one question. When you socialize or when you talk to your friend, do you need to be literate? Right? No. But when you want to decipher a topic from your book, or when you want to read a book, you need to be literate. So BICS is something which doesn't demand literacy, while in KELP, literacy demands are very high. I have given examples for BICS, which is talking to a friend and socializing, while in KELP, examples may be writing a standardized test, or reading a book, or anything which is related to academics. So this was the basic difference between the two. Now one thing more, as I have told in the beginning, that one theory was also given by Cummins, and it is known as iceberg theory. So what is this iceberg theory? As you have seen iceberg, only the tip of it is visible, while rest of the iceberg is hidden in the water. So Cummins said that this tip of the iceberg which is visible stands for Biggs, while whole of the iceberg which is hidden or which is underwater is kelp, which is now which needs to be learned. So this is for all for Biggs and kelp. Thank you so much.